Alright, so I was there the day Radio Shack closed their store in Boston, their last one. The day before it was $20 to fill a department store grocery bag, so I have a lifetime supply of fuses and battery holders. And on that note, after I made the video about the Switch, something else occurred to me, and I'm getting to that, but humor me for a second. So, battery holders. Alright, you can find them and they'll fit in a tray, and some of them are nicer than others, and it's neat when they have a connector on the top that means that you can interchange, 9 volts worth of AA's for 9 volts worth of, well, 9 volts, but about 9 volts. In the old days, we would open things up and you'd put your battery in, and you might have trouble because somebody's lost the battery cover, but more frustratingly, the 9-volt battery clip itself was just a piece of cardboard that held the two terminals, and it was covered in crappy vinyl that would peel apart over time because it was just heat-staked shut. Well, this is nicer in that it's hard plastic, but it still leaves a little something to be desired sometimes. And in those times when it really matters, in those times when the thing you're sticking it in is really nice and the person who's buying it is paying a lot of money for it, or in those times when it costs you a fortune to have a 9-volt battery drawer added to the box that everything else fits in perfectly, there is this. It is a part I'm talking about today. Nobody's paid me to do this again, just like the Switch thing. It's just my own amusement, highlighting something that took me a while to find that is worth the aggravation of knowing about. It is the Bulgin BX0026, and there's the Digikey part number. And it is a double 9-volt tray. They do make a single. And the nice thing about it is that it panel mounts. It does not come with the screws and nuts that I'm showing here. These are to show you that unlike some of those AA holders, you can put the screws and nuts in to mount them and still have the battery fit inside. And it has trays. Trays with labeled outlines of the 9-volt battery. And with scalloped cutouts so that the 9-volt battery is difficult for most brands to put in the wrong direction, and with a spring to hold the battery in place. The nice thing about a tray is that a tray this size is a little hard to lose. You can't drop it and have it, roll under something the way a lot of those little screws that hold battery covers in place end up going. And yes, for those of us that are doing things that require 2-voltage rails because they're analog and they've got op amps that need to be, set at a middle point and you don't want to use a rail splitter, this is what you use. It's satisfying. It is also about $20, so if you need this, you have to really need it as battery holders go. It is nice in that they have labeled the back as well. The polarity indicators are there. They are on a living hinge, but I've used these in things that have lasted quite a long time. They are a good product. And yeah, it's a satisfying solution to know about when you need it, and like the Switch, it's not something that would immediately jump out at you. So I thought I'd share it. Thanks for watching.